Hello everyone, my name is Harsh and today we have a guest whose name is Hardik, and Hardik is a leader of one social group. He make a group of 2000 or more than 2000 people on social application, and he inspire people to read books. And today we are going to talk on that topic, like why everyone should learn book, why everyone should read books. So Hardik, I have first question for you, means making a habit of reading book is kind of so difficult. So how did you make a habit like this?
Sure, Harsh. If I tell you frankly, then 2 years before I was not a avid reader. Okay, but then I came into contact into this book reading club. Okay, where brightest of mind assemble once in a week, and everyone shared their key learning from the books they are reading. So 2 years before, when I joined this book reading club, when I listened so many people studying their learning, when I came to know that how much benefits they are getting from this kind of books, they are getting much more success in their corporate life, in personal life. And then I heard about the stories of Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. These are the people who are the most successful people currently. They read 50 books, more than 50 books per year. So these are the people who inspired me to read on an everyday basis. This book reading club and the people who are successful currently.
Oh, that's really means they read 50 books per year. That's terrible.
Definitely.
So means you have a habit, but I'm sure there is someone behind your story like who inspired you to read book. So who was that guy?
Right. My cousin brother, who was the host of that book reading club. Okay, so he was
Okay.
hosting this book reading club and all. So I joined that book reading club, and similarly, I also became the host. And nowadays, I have been running my own book reading club for more than 6 months now.
Oh, that's good. I'm sure you have read a lot of books, more than hundreds, I guess. So, what are the benefits people can get from reading different kind of books?
Right. Absolutely. So if I talk about the benefits in every aspects of life, these books can help you. For example, if you want to learn the finance, the investing strategies, or if you are working in corporate life, you want to learn communication skill, you want to become better leader. Okay, so these all things you can learn from various books.
Mhm.
Apart from that, the one most important benefit which people don't know is mental health. These
Yeah.
books can help you to reduce your stress and to improve your mental health. I personally believe, and it has helped me a lot, that if you read every day 15 minutes per day, not more than that, I will suggest, even if you read 15 minutes per day, a good book, some spiritual book, some self-help book, or inspirational book, then definitely it can improve your mental health. And if I talk about the long-term benefits, then you can provide an excellent legacy to your upcoming generation, because as an elders we all want our juniors or our children to read book on everyday basis. Okay, but what kind of role models we are providing? If they know that we are using Instagram or social media on everyday basis whole time, then how we can expect them to read on everyday basis? So if we want them to read, if we want them to perform good in their education, then we have to be role model. Okay, if we are reading currently books on everyday basis, then we will be able to share our wisdom with our upcoming generation,
Yeah.
and then we will be able to make them read on everyday basis. So if we are a good reader, definitely our upcoming generation will be a good reader. So that kind of legacy we can provide in a long term basis.
Yeah, I mean that's a really great advantages by reading books. But what are the books you want to suggest to people? Means there are a lot of books, and somehow people start with a wrong book, which is kind of boring for them. Then they just cannot able to make a habit of reading book. So just suggest 4 or 5 books for beginner, which can be helpful for their coming future.
Sure, Hers. If someone is trying to build a habit, if is in the initial stage, then I can recommend 4 to 5 basic books which help me also, and in my book
Okay.
reading club also, it has helped so many people. First book I can suggest is a How to Win Friends and First People. You must have read that book also.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, because this is the basic book which can help you in every aspects of life to improve your personal relationship, to improve your communication skill in your job or whatever career you are pursuing. And it is very easy to read also to understand the concept. Okay, that's why I suggest this book.
Yeah.
Second book I can suggest The Magic of Thinking Big, because this book has changed my whole mindset of success and how to grow faster in corporate life and personal life. Okay, so that's why I can suggest this book, Magic of Thinking Big. Third book is a Gujarati book which I can suggest to all the Gujaratis basically. That is Prerna no Journey. This book is a combination of so many self-help bestsellers, including Think and Grow Rich, Power of Subconscious Mind. The content is same, similar, moreover in all these books. But I feel that this book is in this book the concept is written in a very basic way that everyone can understand. Okay, that's why initial stage I can suggest this book. After that, again, if you are a avid reader, you can read Think and Grow Rich also, Power of Subconscious Mind also. And fourth basic book I can suggest in terms of financial aspect, that is a Rich Dad Poor Dad, because ultimately we all want to become rich. Okay, we all are working hard to become rich and to live a luxurious life, and there is nothing wrong in that thing. But we don't have, if we don't know how to invest our money in a better way or how to double our money, okay, how to manage our money after earning that salary, so we won't be able to become financially free or rich. That's why I suggest this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It will give you all the financial aspects, and that can help you to become financially free.
Yeah, that's perfect. Means this is what everyone want to know about books. But means I'm a little bit curious about you that tell us the one thought which you read in any book and you apply in your life, and then you got some benefit, good result from that thoughts.
Sure, Hers. Before coming to book club, I had a mindset that the power is knowledge is a power. Okay, but then I came to know that applied knowledge is a power. Knowledge is the potential power. So even if you are reading 100 books per year, but if you are not able to implement that learning in your personal life or corporate life, there is no meaning at all. Okay, it will be a waste of time. So after reading every book, we have to note down few things. We have to try to implement that learning, and we have to see what type of change we are getting or what type of benefit we are getting in our life. Okay, so if I give you one example, the book that has changed my life, that is Failing Forward by John Maxwell. Why this book is very much important? Because from childhood we have been trained for success and success. Okay, we don't know how to handle the failure in a better way, and till the time of college we don't face much failure in our school or college life. Okay, but when we become independent, when we come to corporate life, we start facing failure in a job when we are trying to get a new job, or we try to become when we try to get into relationship, we face failure, or some youngsters start their own business or entrepreneurship, that they face failure. But just because they have not been trained in how to handle the failure, they become depressed, and most of the people become depressed, and some people choose suicide when they fail in relationship, job, or businesses. So this book has taught me that failure is not the opposite term of success, it is a part of success. If you want to become successful in your corporate life, personal life, you have to handle failure in a better way. You have to first of all accept the failure, you have to learn from your failure, and then do one thing, that don't try to repeat the mistake. But yeah, whenever you will be going forward in your life, you will face failure at each stage of your life. So you don't have to be afraid of failure. Accept the failure, learn from failure. Accept the failure, learn from failure. That's called failing forward. Okay, the people who fail backward, they stop trying the things. If they fail in an interview, they stop giving interviews. If they fail in a relationship, they stop trying for that thing. If you fail in business, they stop trying for new businesses. So we have to try, and we have to learn from the mistake. Okay, so that's what I learned. That's what I implemented in my corporate life and personal life, and that has gave me a lot of benefits in all aspects of life.
Okay, that's perfect. Book means just can you repeat the name of that book? I will definitely read it.
Sure.
Yeah.
The book name is Failing Forward by John Maxwell. John Maxwell, if you will search top 5 leadership guru in the world, you will find his name on the second spot.
Okay, definitely. I'm going to read this one, or I will definitely search this book on Google. And again, I have
Sure.
just one little question that you just talk about the books kind of motivational or inspirational books. But there are a lot of people are reading novels, love story, fiction, non-fiction.
Mhm.
So do you think these kind of books uh, have also some kind of benefits?
Personally, I have not been into this kind of books. I started reading book after joining book club, and I have been into self-help books also. So I can assure only one thing, that this self-help book can help you, but I won't be able to give opinion on that kind of books because I personally have not read this book. So I am not the right person to give you advice on the thing that whether that books can help you or not. But I can assure you one thing, that if you are reading self-help book or inspirational books that which I talk about, the books related to communication, finance, relationship, or leadership skills, or some spiritual books, definitely it will change your life. It will change your perspective. It will improve your knowledge. It will improve your mental health also, and you will become a successful person if you will read on a regular basis.
Yeah, and yeah, I also like your one thought in the beginning. I guess you told that just if we are reading 100 books, it will not help us. We have to read and we have to apply it in our day-to-day life. Yeah. So I
Yes, yes.
also like that thought. So yeah,
Thank you, thank
for,
you.
for now that's it. And thanks for joining my channel.
Welcome, welcome, Harsh. Thank you to you also.
Okay, so guys, I will come back with my next video. And till that, yeah, see you soon. And yeah,
Bye, Harsh.
I forget to say one thing, that don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to connect with me, if you want to uh, have a conversation like this one, then you can easily connect with me just by clicking the link in the comment section. Here, there I will apply my Instagram ID, so you can easily connect with me there. And yeah, you can also comment if you really want to connect with me. So yeah, take care and see you soon.